Okay, so just reviewing from yesterday, we can all see that car B had a better gas economy, better fuel economy, because it was able to go further on a less amount of gas. So moving on to today, we're looking at finding and comparing unit rates. So what that means is we want to know the cost of one thing when we're given the cost of more than one thing. So in this first example here, you're given that the cost of 6 mangoes costs $18. So to find the cost of one mango, it's telling us to divide to find the missing information. So you're asking yourself, what do I divide 6 by in order to get 1? Well, we have to divide it by itself because 6 divided by 6 is 1. And in equivalent ratios, remember that we always do the same thing on either side of the ratio. So then we divide 18 by 6 to get 3. Okay, the same is true for here. In order to get 4 to be 1, what number do we divide by? Well, we divide by itself. So we divide by 4. And we also have to do that on the other side. So 16 divided by 4 is also 4. So you can complete that for each of the questions in number 4, dividing the first number by itself and then dividing the second number by the same thing. For question number 2, again, we're trying to find the same information. So we're looking at what is the unit rate. So what is it per 1 hour? It's telling us that Ronan earns $66 babysitting for 6 hours. So how much does he earn in 1 hour? So the ratio would be 6 hours to $66. So we want 1 hour to how many dollars? I divide 6 by 6 to get 1, and then I do that on the same on the other side. So 66 divided by 6 tells me that he's earning $11 an hour. For part B, Tina earned $75 cutting lawns for 5 hours. So 5 hours to $75. So we're going to put the number of hours on the left. We want to know how much she earns in 1 hour. And then our answer on the right. Well, the answer is going to be found by dividing by 5, because 5 divided by 5 gives me 1. And so 75 divided by 5 will give us the answer here. So you can fill that in. Okay, question 3 is asking for the same thing. Number 4 is giving you a bit of a chart, but it's missing the information that you're looking for. You want the unit information. That means you want the amount of 1 ticket. You know the amount of 3 tickets, 4 tickets, and 5 tickets, but you need to extend the chart to be able to find the amount for 1 ticket. So you can complete number 4 as well from your book. Okay, the rest of the questions are very similar in that we're always asking you to find what is the rate for one thing. Now the neat correlation to real life in this is when you're at a grocery store. You're probably not going to grocery stores these days, but when you look at the little signs to tell you how much the item costs, it tells you what the unit price is. So maybe there's an item that costs more, but it contains more. And then there's an item that costs less and it contains less. It's hard to know which is the better deal. And so you can look at the unit rate in order to figure that out. So the next time you're in a grocery store and you look at the sign underneath, it will break it down into the unit rate, and then you can tell whether the item is more or less expensive, even if they're comparing different amounts of items. So check Edsby. I'm going to have you complete the rest of these exercises up to number 10, but just check Edsby for clarification of the work that you are to submit in your folder today.